Okay guys, so we met again. Just to recap, we did Dr. Joseph Juran on quality as fitness for use. We have described this in part 1, and then we describe how is this design, development and manufacturing should be combined together to produce consumer satisfaction. Okay, so other than Juran, we have another gurus of quality called Philip Crosby. He is famous for his definition that quality as conformance to requirements and non-quality as non-conformance. So basically Crosby is talking about that we have to fulfill all these requirements. When we do design, we try to understand the requirements of the consumer, and then we talk about the specification from receiving process 1, process 2 until we have finished product. Also the interested parties requirement. Alright, so if we fulfill all requirements, we do not have any reason for not having quality products. So our jobs as manufacturers we must make sure that our process conform to requirements. If we have one non-conformance, maybe we don't have happy investor here. She's not happy. Maybe we receive a notification from Ministry of Health about violation of something that is non-conformance. The moment we have non-conformance, we do not have quality. We have to launch a quality improvement project to solve the problems, and by solving the problem we will get our quality back. Okay. Another guru is called Dr. Deming, Edward Deming. The definition is more or less similar: quality as non-faulty systems. So he's talking about the whole system, not just manufacturing, could also be marketing, sales, purchasing. So if everything works in the non-faulty way, the system is non-faulty, consumer should get the satisfaction. But Deming is a little bit different, because he said it should be directed at present, 2020, and the future needs. So we have to figure out dynamic process of thinking or designing about the future. This is consumers 2020. In 5 years time, we're gonna have different kind of consumers 2025 with different requirements. So we have to figure out already what kind of changes that we have to practice, what kind of products that we have to identify for them. Maybe the level of peanuts crunchiness is going to be different. Maybe the flavor release from the nuts is expected to be different. Maybe the color of the nuts, maybe the oil content, etc. Maybe the nut is no longer like we used to eat today. Okay, but 5 years from now, the designers have to figure out what could be the new quality standard. Okay, but by combining many of these quality gurus, there are too many of them that I could not incorporate all. So, but what ISO 9001:2015 did, they used some of the wisdom of these gurus to come up with this definition. 2015 standards say quality is degree to which objects characteristics meet requirements. You see a lot of this word requirements, and then meeting requirement, meaning it is the word is conform. It's conform to requirements. Just to be easy there, we say meet requirements, conforms to requirements. Alright, so objects there meaning anything that matters to organizations. talking about the products, talking about when you talk about the product, you talk about the process have to conform. When you talk about the process, you talk about the in process. It's process 1, process 2, process 3. And then at the end of the chain, they're going to be customers buying your product. They're going to be delighted. If they are satisfied, yes, that is important for the organization. Safety, definitely, not just for customers, but it is the law, legal requirements. Certain countries, halal is utmost important. Financial is something to do with your investors, and then you have to figure out about market share, the cost reduction, about the survivability, about the sustainability of your business, and many others. So the objects is something that anything conceivable, i.e. capable of being imagined or grasped mentally, or perceivable, recognizable. So this is the standard definition by ISO 9001-2015. So this quality is a degree to which objects characteristic meet requirements. In their definition, requirement means a need, expectations, or obligation. So this requirement can be process 1 requirement from process receiving process. It could also mean the requirement of this consumer 2025 or consumer 2020. Okay, it can also means obligation from Ministry of Health, something that we have to do no matter what, because it is the law. Alright, so whether it is stated or implied by your organization, by your customers, or your interested parties, this is what the special about this quality definition. It goes beyond the consumers, also interested parties are considered. Okay, you will get familiarized, even though we're not going in detail, into ISO 9001-2015 standard, because it is too complex, not our level. You have to do this when you go join the industry. But for us, we just introduce the standard in terms of a system to manage quality. So the question is, what is quality? The degree to which objects characteristics meet requirements. So it can be, for us, we don't just talk about the production, clause 7 and clause 8, quality control, clause 7, clause 8. We are also talking about the whole quality management system, meaning the whole system have many requirements for you to meet. So the standard is complete because it has the systems of plan, do, check, act, PDCA. So you start somewhere here in the planning to determine the customer requirements, what do they want, and then after considering the needs and expectation of relevant interested parties like Ministry of Health, your employees, your investors, any others, maybe the residents living surrounding areas of your organization, there could be interested parties. You consider you do some projects of determining organization and the context of your organization. So you're ready to plan and then to operate. And then after doing, you produce the products, you sell the product to the consumers, and you have these results of the quality management system. You have lots of data, you have lots of information to be used later on for performance evaluation. Even the customer herself will give some kind of feedback whether she is happy or delighted with the whole system. So this go back to the performance evaluation, go into the steps of check. Very important clause here, clause 10 is about improvements. You talk about non-conformance, and we talk about the corrective actions, what to do if customers are not happy. Maybe customers return the product to you because some kind of moisture in grass. Maybe the peanuts are not crunchy enough, and customer return like 10 kilos or 100 kilos of peanuts. So that's a totally non-conformance. So there must be corrective action being addressed here. After addressing the corrective action, you must act to put that into practice, back into the system. By doing so, we achieve improvement. Well done. You are doing the quality assurance job of improving the whole system and the whole quality aspect of your company. Okay, so this is quality management system ISO 9001:2015. Before understanding the system, it is very, very important for you to understand the meaning and definition of quality. There are many definitions of quality. We are going to stick to this definition because this is the most important definition, because it relates and reflects well with ISO 9001:2015 QMS. Okay guys, so happy learning.